think I've done it, guys. I think I finally cracked the mystery of Stephania Erecta and how to get it to bud. If you're watching this video, you've probably landed on here because you have a tiny little dormant potato that has not actually put out a single leaf since you got it 3 months ago or longer. I made this series of videos about Stephania Erecta because it seems like a lot of people have trouble getting them to sprout, myself included. I got my first set of 3 potatoes last fall. My first one didn't bud until about 90 days in, the second one about 120 days in, and now my third one about 160 days in. And what I really want to explain about Stephania Erecta is that there's a ton of false information out there on the internet that is really difficult to sort through if you've never had one of these plants. They are from Thailand, and I'm sure that the people who actually grow these things know what to do because I actually asked one of them. I just want to start there because I asked, hey, do I need any special cloche or do I need a terrarium? What does this thing need to be able to bud? And the response I got was, put it in a terracotta pot, bottom water this thing with a tiny bit of B1 vitamin, and do that every week for a month, so only once a week, and basically just leave it out in the open. Don't worry about high humidity. I was curious and I tried this strategy, didn't get a bud after a month. Mind you, this is fall. I am waiting, and then I finally put it inside a terrarium that was an old goldfish aquarium that I wanted to see if it would bud with higher humidity, and I did get a bud. It was still sort of confusing though because it was like, well, I don't know what I did. Maybe it was just moving it from a drier place to a more humid place. So I tried a second thing. So I took one of my bulbs and left it in this terrarium, and then I left another bulb out, just trying to figure out what happened, if it really needed to have a ton of humidity or not. And I also was curious because clearly these people who sold me these bulbs know how to plant these things. And I really just wanted to know for my own satisfaction, do these things actually need high humidity? Well, so now we get to the third bulb that is finally sprouted. And here it is, guys, the third Stephania Erecta bulb with a little green poking out. I've been watching this guy closely for a week because I saw the top part of him start to protrude just a little bit. I just want to show you. If I take a little step back a bit, it is 3 inches underneath a 6500K light. It is a LED shop light. It's not even a regular grow light. There is no cloche, there is no humidity. In fact, if I take my little baby temperature reading sensor, it is 35% humidity and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I think the keys here with Stephania Erecta are light and heat. In the fall and in the winter, they weren't coming up because it was probably around 65 degrees in my apartment, 65 to 70. They were not receiving as much light near a window or even under like a foot of a grow light. But the first Stephania Erecta that I left underneath a grow light, this guy budded very quickly within a month of me leaving him under that. And it was very curious because I was not expecting it to be out of high humidity and budding. And next to him, you can see several months growth on my first guy to bud. And these guys are very slow growers, just so that you know. Once you get a bud, that doesn't mean you get instant vine and a leaf like some plants. This guy took his sweet time growing 2 leaves. And he's still looking pretty happy to me, but it'll be some time before you see them looking like any kind of fabulous picture online. But I'm hoping that within another couple months, he'll actually get to that point. So there you guys have it, 35% humidity, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, no special cloche or terrarium needed to keep the humidity up because it doesn't need it, very close to a light, and in a terracotta pot, not a lot of watering. Just leave it be. If you want to see my previous videos on the subject, I have a couple others about what I was doing to get my Stephania Erectas to bud. And then I also have a soil mixture and the video links in my description if you want to see what these guys need to live. Thanks.